Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sharks Inverted, where the fins go inside the body and the teeth stick out of the lips. Today, we're just going to look at a few games that I picked up over the last few months. To start, we're going to begin with the games that I bought on the last video, the VGP vs. Play Asia Shopping with Tarks video. So, first up, Nayuta Boundless Trails on the Switch. As you see, this is the PAL copy. It was just cheaper, and it really doesn't make a difference. Discovery awaits beyond the horizon. Adventure awaits, intense RPG action, changing seasons. Features English voice acting. The deluxe edition includes a mini art book and digital soundtrack. So let's open this up and take a look at that. So it very much is a mini art book. There was also a code in here for the digital soundtrack download, which you're not going to get my code, so I'm not going to show you the other side. But yeah, there's the book. The size of which reminds me of like those little mini religious comic book pamphlets people hand out in certain places. I often find them on grocery store shelves or the floor because people don't actually want them. But yeah, there's that. And it does have a reversible cover art, which is always nice to see, but I think I'm going to stick with the original cover art. Next up, we have Baten Kaitos HD here. This one hasn't been opened. If you guys recall, I purchased 2 copies of this. One was for a friend's birthday gift, and it's already been given away. So just in case you're wondering why you only see 1 copy in the video, showed me ordering 2. So the front and the back. All life will eventually return to the sea. 2 Baten Kaitos games together in a single title. Now, I've played Baten Kaitos 1 like a couple times at this point. I've never played the prequel Origins. And this game includes both for a pretty reasonable price. Once again, there is a digital code on the inside. This one for an art book, which you're also not gonna get my code. Otherwise, you know, some more reversible cover art, or at least, you know, inner liner art. I don't know if this is really reversible cover art. This doesn't look like it'd make a great cover, but again, something that's always nice to see. Cartridge there, not really anything too special, just says Baten Kaitos 1 and 2. Next on the pile is Monochrome Mobius, Rights and Wrongs Forgotten. This is the, I guess, technically 4th game in the Udawari Ramono series, though it's, I guess, you know, it's a spin-off. It's not exactly mainline as far as I understand. And while I said 4th game, I guess it would technically be the 6th if you want to count Udawari Ramono ZAMN 1 and 2. So there's the back, a whole lot of text I'm not going to read through, so let's just pop it open and see what the deluxe edition includes. Probably another code that I can't show you. Off to a good start. Okay, well, there's actually a couple scuffs on the disc from that, which is, you know, not good. That's probably a fault of shipping or something, or poor. Oh no, it's not. Hang on. This tiny little clip right here, this one, is broken. Well, that's kind of shitty now, ain't it? I'm sure the game's gonna play fine even with a couple scuffs, but that always sucks, man. Anyway, it does come with a mini art book, which underneath that is a digital deluxe soundtrack code. You don't get to have that. Mini art book's got a lot of text in here. I'm not gonna start reading through. Some character art. Yeah, that's really all it is. Just some character art and character profiles, right? But, you know, it's better than nothing. Some nice inner liner art as well. It's not exactly a lot as far as, you know, deluxe editions are concerned, but it's not like it's the collector's edition. They were pretty much like free pack-ins, like in a day 1 edition type thing. Now, also on that order, I got Fatal Frame, Mask of the Lunar Eclipse, Unforgettable Horror, Camera. I mean, there's more information than that, but it's just funny seeing the word camera in bold text. Refined graphics, new snap mode, new costumes. Let's pop it open. Alright, so literally nothing on the inside except for the disc and some legal text. There's the disc there. Again, this was an import from Asian territories, so like don't expect much English on the packaging, but the game does have like an English translation that you download via patch. So there's Fatal Frame Mask of the Lunar Eclipse, which now completes my Fatal Frame set. Next up, we have Valkyrie Elysium, a very divisive game and maybe not a true successor to the original Valkyrie series, but it is what it is. At least the IP is not dead and maybe they got better plans for the future. On the back there, here begins the tale of a new Valkyrie. And then it's like, you know, in French. I come from like a bilingual province in Canada, so they have to put French and English on like all their packaging. Let's pop this open and hope there's not another code that I need to hide immediately. And there's not. There's just, you know, legal documents, some reversible cover art, which, you know, looks fairly nice. In fact, I think I prefer it to the... You know, it's really hard to say what I prefer here, because, like, I get so tired of, like, character splash cover art that tells you basically nothing about the game. It just shows character designs, which, granted, they are important, but, like, you know, it's not much for inspiration. That said, like, I do like the sort of triangle point of view here that guides the eyes from the bottom to the top, and you see everything that way. The front also, I think is pretty decent for American art. I would rather something hand-drawn, but like, I don't know, I like the look of something giant unfolding in the background and like everybody's going to war. It's a pretty nice image. There's the disc there. Also, I realized just before grabbing this disc that a lot of the footage on this camera is probably gonna have a glare from the ceiling light on it, which I can't really fix now. Next is Theater Rhythm Final Bar Line. I haven't played this one yet. You see it's still in the wrapper. I have played the demo. It's pretty good. And I played the 3DS games, which I enjoyed quite a lot. This one, I have a feeling my wife is going to get to a lot sooner than I am, but let's pop it open and see what we got inside. This is a kind of game that you would want, like a digital download for the soundtrack, because the soundtrack is massive. I mean, there's more tracks in this than I think I've ever seen in a rhythm game. And there's just legal text inside. It's a little view of the cartridge there, just the logo and a couple chibi little characters. But otherwise, you know, not much to show. Front, back, generic switch side, nothing much going on there. And the next one, this is definitely a wife's game, Detective Pikachu Returns. I never played the first one. I seen the movie, which I understand is not really all that similar. I did enjoy the movie for what it was worth. On the back here, discover the origin of the great Detective Pikachu. Crack cases with help from other Pokemon. Now, inside the packaging for this one is some nice liner art. Actually, I really like the design of that. It's simple, it's effective. We got the cartridge there, just the logo of the game on it with, you know, similar art to the background here, but, you know, not a full picture. Not much to talk about with this one. I do really like the way the cover looks. I think it's a bit of an upgrade from the last game's cover. No clue about the game. If you guys played it, let me know in the comments down below how you liked it, how it compared to the first one. Next up, Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope. I played the first one. I thought it was pretty good, not great, pretty good. But it's an Ubisoft title, which means you can always get these for like 20 bucks a few months after they come out, which is what I waited for. On the back, a galactic adventure like no other. Action-packed tactical battles, a quest of cosmic proportions, a galaxy of planets to explore. Only the most unlikely team of heroes can rekindle the sparks of hope across the galaxy. Let's open it up. All right, and right away, more download codes that you can't have for a Mega Bug pack. I think it's just skins for weapons. I don't really care about this. Oops, there's the code. We also have an advertisement for the season pass. Thanks, Ubisoft. I also don't care. I won't be buying it. Stop wasting your money on this bullshit. And the game cartridge, which just has a lot of wasted space on, you know, product text, codes and stuff that I just really don't care about. And the final game in today's video is the Dead Space remake. I actually like all of the Dead Space trilogy, yes, including the third game. It is the one that had, you know, the most missteps thanks to shitty corporate meddling, trying to bend the game into what it isn't supposed to be. But the snow planet, like a lot of the events and stuff, I thought was like really cool. Dead Space 2 is probably my favorite one, but this remake, I've been playing it lately with a buddy, and it's what I would argue is like a perfect remake without reimagining too much. Playing it, the game looks how I remember it looking, but I can tell you if I booted it up in my 360 or PS3, I know it wouldn't look like this. I know this game looks better, but it looks like how I remember it, which is like just honestly incredible. It feels like playing the same game again. I'm gonna fail as a sort of unboxer here, but like, I can't show you the disc. It's in my PlayStation right now. Otherwise, there's the back. Humanity ends here. And then again in French, because, you know, we did buy this one in Canada with all the French text. But that's going to be it for today's unboxing. I'm going to be filming, not unboxing, today's game pickups. I'm going to be filming a second one right off the heels of this one because I have 2 piles of games here. So if you want to see that, you know, subscribe. If you want to see some other funky stuff like the video I mentioned earlier, VGP versus Play Asia, shopping with Tarks. This experiment is is going pretty terribly. Subscribe to the channel, check that out. I also have a video coming up of an RPG Maker game that I was working on last year and just abandoned. So it's just gonna be like highlights of a live stream that I'm putting on in my Discord, just playing through the game and letting the few viewers I'll have in my Discord decide the dialogue responses. The game is mostly dialogue, so it's not all too exciting, but it was a lot of fun creating what I did manage to create before I kind of moved on with my life. Will you join us tomorrow around supper time? 3 dialogue. Fuck off. 3 dialogue options. I'd love to. What are we eating? Fucking stupid.
We all know you want to pick that.
I don't think it's the best choice, to be honest. I think what are we eating is probably actually
when did we ever pick the right choice in this game?
I think what are we eating actually has like the funniest outcome, but our people settled on I only eat ass. I should have never fucking put this in this game. Anyway, that's all. Like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the deal. Check out the main channel too, Tarks Gauntlet, here on YouTube. And as always, thanks for watching.